The Community Education Channel presents Community View, a closer look inside community issues that matter. It's a glimpse, a preview, bringing public perception to light on local community issues that make a difference. Hello and welcome to Community View. I'm Melissa Anderson. She served on the St. George City Council and appointed mayor, and now she's been elected as mayor. I'd like to welcome Mayor Michele Randall of St. George and say congratulations.
Thanks, Melissa, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on the show today. You were sworn in officially yesterday. You had a great turnout. There were a lot of people there, and I'm sure you're happy to be done with that. Now you got 4 years to look forward to. Why did you decide you wanted to run for mayor after being appointed?
Well, just being appointed was a hard process to make, to decide if I really wanted to apply for that position when it became vacant. And then once I decided I did want to do it, then after being in there and learning so much, because the mayor it's a lot more involved than being on the council. And I knew that Mayor Pike was a lot busier than the city council members, but not quite to the extent that I found quickly once I was appointed. So I really enjoyed it, and we have a fabulous staff that does all the heavy lifting and that I can rely on and count on. And I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna run and see what the voters decide.
And you were one of several women who have made it in this time around. We were talking about it earlier. Do you think this is the year of the woman or what? Because you have like 3 council members plus yourself. That's 4. That's a big stack.
And our new city attorney is a female. So there's 5 women on our dais now and 3 men. And when I first ran for city council, there was just 1 female up there, and that was Gail Bunker. And so it has changed a lot. And 4 years ago, Dania Jessup ran for mayor of Hilldale. And of all the places for a female to be elected in Hilldale, that would be an uphill battle. But I feel like she kind of broke that glass ceiling. And others started thinking, you know what, this is something I can do. I can do this. And so many women applied to run, whether it was mayor or city council, and there's 7 female mayors in the county now. I mean, that's unheard of, and I think it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. So what do you think what are your plans for the next 4 years? Is there any changes you'd like to see, and how do you keep a handle on all this growth we've got in St. George?
That's our biggest challenge in St. George, is the growth. We are an amazing community. I mean, our beauty, our recreation, states that are surrounding us that are locked down still tighter than tight. People want their kids in school. They want to leave. So Idaho, Utah, Texas, they're getting hit hard with growth. So that's our biggest challenge, is managing the growth without having to just stop it completely. The only thing that will stop it completely is water. And that's something that's completely out of our hands. That's the big guy upstairs. That's in his hands. Mm-hmm. And right now we've had a really wet winter, thank goodness, and we're hoping that we continue to get that snowpack and the rain, so that this summer we can't rest on our laurels. We're still going to have to preach and push conservation, conservation, conservation. And I think people are to the point that they realize that water's liquid gold, mm-hmm. here in the desert especially, and we have to change our ways, and a lot of people did. We conserved a lot of water last summer without being heavy-handed. And so I think it's just continuing to do what I've done. Mm-hmm. I just pride myself in getting back to people quickly, returning all of my emails and phone calls, and just meeting with anybody who wants to meet with me. I want to be accessible at all times.
One big issue that we've got here in St. George, because we're one of the fastest growing cities in the nation, is housing, attainable housing. Tell us about what you'd like to see happen with that going forward.
So we've put together what's called HAC. It's the Housing Action Coalition. And so it consists of all of the major players in the city. So the university is involved, the Washington County School District, the Southern Utah Home Builders Association, the Washington County Board of Realtors, the hospital, the city, different citizens we've brought together to try, and we meet once a month and try to come up with thinking outside the box a little bit. What could we do to help this situation? Do we need more mobile home parks, for instance? A lot of people are living in RVs now because they can't afford a home or an apartment. Tiny homes. We did just approve some tiny homes that we're trying to see how that goes. So looking at different options for housing. We can't control the price of land. We can't control building supplies, what building materials cost, but we can be creative with zoning.
That's right, and that takes a lot of planning. So good luck, best wishes to you on that
Thank
in the
you.
next 4 years. And I appreciate you, and thank you so much for joining us on the show today. And congratulations again.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks,
Michele.
Melissa.
And thanks again for watching. Hope you have a great day and a great new year.